Hey, good morning, guys. It is Monday, and I am fired up. My name is Richard Mugica, and I am the founder of the Onward Men Podcast, a podcast built for high-performance men that want to scale in income and impact and fulfill their God-given purpose. And today, gentlemen, you have a choice. I'm going to open this segment up with a story and probably one of the most powerful lessons that I have ever learned in my life. But I used to know a guy that every day he used to walk around and he was optimistic. He was always living purposefully. He was always in a good mood. And you would think that nothing got to this guy. It didn't matter what day it was. He was just fired up for life. So I asked him one day, I said, "Hey, John, let me ask you a question, man. How do you do it? How do you always live life with zest and purpose? And how are you always optimistic?" And he looked at me, and I'll never forget what he said. He looked at me, he said, "Rich, it's a choice." And he walked away. So let me tell you something, gentlemen. Today, you have a choice. Every day, you have a choice how you choose to live it. You have a choice what you think. You have a choice what you do. You have a choice of what your behaviors are. And those choices will ultimately dictate the outcomes in your life. And today is what I call Muscle Monday. Because make no mistake about it, guys, fitness, health is important to a man. I know plenty of men, especially working with 7-figure, 8-figure, 9-figure entrepreneurs that are in high performance coaching programs. And guess what? A lot of them make a lot of money, but they let their health go to crap. A lot of them make a lot of money, but they let their families and their relationships go to crap. A lot of them make a lot of money, and guess what? They're unfulfilled and they're not happy. That is not a high performance man, gentlemen. That is a man without clarity. Let me tell you that. So part of your journey is getting your health and fitness right. And that's why I call it Muscle Monday. And one area that you need to align quickly, if you haven't already, is your morning routine. If you do not have a morning routine, guys, I can guarantee you that you live in chaos, that you live in frustration, that you live in just a lack of purpose. Because a morning routine will align you, will center you, will ground you, and it will set the tone for the rest of the day. That I can guarantee you. You look at any high performance man that you admire, that you look up to, that you want to be like, and I'll tell you what's consistent with every single one of them is that they have a set morning routine. How you choose to do it is up to you. But let me tell you exactly how I do mine, and then you can structure yours around that. The first thing, guys, when it comes to the mornings, is that you do not hit that snooze button. You never hit the snooze button. Think about it, guys. What are you telling your subconscious mind? If you wake up and you make a promise, right? Setting your alarm clock is making a promise to yourself. You're promising that you're going to wake up at whatever time it is, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. You're setting a promise. And if you hit the snooze button, you're breaking that promise in the first hour of the day, the first seconds of the day, you're telling yourself that your purpose doesn't matter, that this day doesn't matter, that you'd rather hit the snooze button than get up and dominate your day. So the first thing that you must do is never hit the snooze button at all costs. Never hit that snooze button. That's the first thing I do. The second thing I do is I do something every single time, every single day. And for me, that's brushing my teeth, right? It's a habit, right? I get up, center myself, don't hit the snooze button. I look at something, focus on one object. I ground myself. I'm present. I go brush my teeth. Wakes me up, gets me ready. From there, guys, I am a spiritual man. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. And I believe that he has the ultimate power in this world. So the next thing I do is I read scripture. And I go through my Bible and I read a proverb. I read a passage for the day. And I also read a Bible plan for the day. That gets me grounded. That gets me centered in my spirituality, gets me closer to God. And ultimately, I want his will for my life. So that's the second thing I do. Or you can say that's the third thing I do. Then from there, guys, I get into meditation. I pray to God, thank him for the day. I ask for his power. I ask for his clarity throughout the day. And then what I do, guys, every single day is I go through gratitude. Right? I go through gratitude. I write down things that I am grateful for consistently in my life. And as you do this, gentlemen, gratitude is power. Gratitude gets all that crap out of your mind and you start focusing on all the good things in your life. And if you do not know this already, you have something called the reticular activating system. right? And what that does, it chooses what you focus on. It shows you what's around you. It focuses your energy at specific points throughout the day. It's called a reticular activating system. And by living in gratitude, your reticular activating system will naturally see things to be thankful for throughout the day, will naturally see opportunities, will naturally keep you optimistic because you're training that system as you're doing gratitude every single day. And it's the same concept of when you go to buy a new car, right? When you buy that red Nissan and you're like, man, I've never seen this red Nissan on the road. But all of a sudden you buy the car and you see it everywhere, right? The car's popping up everywhere. That is your reticular activating system, right? It chooses what you focus on, where your attention goes. So those are the 4 things that I do every single morning, gentlemen. I wake up, never hit the snooze button. Second thing that I do is I ground myself. I get present, I focus on an object, and I'm living presence. The next thing I do is I brush my teeth. Energizes me. The next thing I do is I read scripture, I get connected with God, and then I end with gratitude. So I guess that is 5 things. And after that, I am ready for the day. I am ready to conquer every aspect of my day. And when I don't do it, gentlemen, when I don't do it, it changes everything about that day. So my calling to you guys, my plea to you guys is that you need to develop a morning routine. It doesn't have to look exactly like that, but it's got to be there and it's got to be consistent. And I promise you, as you start doing this, you will live a better life. You will become more of a high performance man. That is my promise, gentlemen. Okay. So with that being said, I want you to dominate your day. I want you to live with purpose, and I want you to become a high performance man, because when men get better, gentlemen, world gets better, society gets better. We are game changers. You are not born on accident. You have a purpose. You have a passion. And if you want more resources, guys, if you want to take your life to the next level in income, in impact, and in purpose, then go to richardmugica.com/man up and take your life to the next level. All right, guys, we're out of here. Make sure to rate and review the podcast if you like it, if you enjoy the content, spread it to other men, and like always, dominate your day.